Alright, so the next tab is assault teams, but I want to explain the campaign section first before we get into assault teams. I think it's just going to make sense for the tutorial. So go ahead and click campaign.
Ooh. Black screen.
Sometimes it takes a minute to load. Mine it was instant because I already had it preloaded with full.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Okay, so now if you zoom all the way out with your mouse wheel, you'll see that this is all of Europe and London, basically.
OMG.
Half the UK, I should say.
That's pretty damn cool. Okay.
So all the blue territory, that's what we own. All the red territory, that's what the US owns. Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
So this is a war. The war does not end until.
This is what a war looks like, guys. It's just a bunch of dots and lines.
Connect the dots. It's like constellations in the sky. Fucking, let's find the Big Dipper.
Yeah.
You'll notice there's 2 stars on the map. One blue, one red.
I don't see that.
One is in Berlin, so go to the right, and one's in London, so go to the left, and you'll see the stars.
I still do not see the stars.
You don't see the stars?
Oh, I see the stars now. I had to zoom in more.
Okay, not a problem. So, those are the capitals. A war is ended once a capital is taken by the other team, and then that team wins. And what you'll notice
is... you win by attrition?
I don't think so as of now, but I know that they are going to be adding future ways to win the war, but currently the only way to win is by capturing the capital.
Alright,
so you'll notice up here, for whatever reason, you said it says day 5 on your screen, it says day 4 on my screen.
Okay.
That's real time. Wars have been known to last up to 4 to 6 weeks sometimes. So basically, you're stuck with your
faction. It's like a real war.
Over. Yeah.
You're actually in the war. Alright.
Exactly.
Except I'm sitting in my chair drinking some Dr. Pepper.
Shout out to Dr. Pepper.
Please sponsor us. Anyways.
So, when you zoom in a little bit further,
you're
going to notice... zoom in closer to where the 2 fronts meet, where the blue meets the red.
Oh, okay, okay.
You're going to see, in certain sections, just like little squares moving around.
Squares. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, I see little squares moving around.
Those are assault teams. Now, assault teams are moved by actual players. So, the cool thing about Heroes and Generals, it's a perfect mix between an FPS and a strategy.
2 are about to meet.
Yeah.
Oh, they just passed each other.
So, basically what it means is there's blue squares, which are our assault teams, and then the red squares, which are the enemy assault teams, which we'll get to in a little bit here. But basically, assault teams is what makes up what types of units are spawned into a battle.
Okay.
So, what's awesome is I do have a current 1 infantry assault team, which will be highlighted yellow once you have
Spec Ops team.
So you can see them. I have mine deployed, as you guys can see, over here on this location, which is we have completely surrounded, by the way.
Can I find it?
It's, you might be able to. It's the name of the town. I can't really read it because all the assault teams are there.
We have it completely surrounded. Is it this place right here?
It starts with a T. It's to the left of a place called Castellon. Castellon, I believe that's how you pronounce it.
Oh, I see the red dot that's completely surrounded, so it's probably it. Yeah, there it is. Okay.
I have an assault team deployed in that battle.
Okay, I see that.
Which you guys can see, it has 64 to 64 units, which we'll get to in a little bit here as well. What's really cool is you'll see there's a glowing red little circle around that or any other combat.
Yeah, I clicked on it.
Yeah, you can click on it, and then once you do so, let me just click on that random battle.
Whoa.
That one's full, but if we click on another one, you can enter combat, which means you'll fight in that battle, in that specific spot.
Oh, obviously, I see that.
If you win that battle, your faction takes the territory. If you lose the battle, the other faction takes the territory.
Okay, okay.
What's cool now is assault teams, as I said, and we're going to talk about these now, and then we'll move over to the assault team tab.
Okay.
Is, like I said, they define what happens in a battle in terms of what units spawn. So, I have infantry assault team, so I deployed it into an area. So now I have given that battle 64 lives of infantry.
Whoa.
So 64, because that battle has the capability of spawning an infantry. And once you're in battle, we'll when we get to that point, you choose what assault team you want to be in, and then you'll notice their lives go down. So as people start dying as your assault team, you're going to start losing lives, which you'll have to resupply, which I'll talk about in a bit. So in order to get tanks, you need to have a player who has a tank assault team. and
Got
move
it.
into that area. So
Got
it's
it.
absolutely possible to have a battle where you have tanks and the enemy does not, or vice versa.
Or
Because-
or you don't have infantry.
Yeah, well, I
Is that
believe
possible?
I think it is technically possible, but I also want to say that like mechanized units have infantry slots. On top
Oh,
of
okay.
that. And tanks,
Okay.
when you have tanks, they also have
Yeah.
tank crew. So
Oh,
technically
okay.
you can be a tank crew without being in your tank. You can still be as infantry that way if you want
Okay.
to. But it's ideal to have infantry, obviously, because that's just the
Right.
default.
Well, duh. Yeah.
background. And you can't take objectives in a tank. You have to be out of your tank or be
Okay.
in infantry to take the objective. So, and same with planes. There's planes as well, so you cannot have air support unless players move their assault teams into that area with air support type troops.
That's really cool.
So yeah, there's all sorts of different types of assault teams, and that's what's the game's called Heroes and Generals. And
That's the
basically-
general part of it.
Yeah, this is the general part, and you play as both. Like, well, that's what I'm doing. So I have my assault teams that I'm moving around, and I keep an eye on the access chat and see where people need support, and then I'll move my troops there. That's the best way to go about it.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, so you want to supply areas that need it. And what's also really cool is even when a battle's going on, like combat is actually going on, like in the base that we have surrounded. I know
Right.
that game is going on right now because it's full. Say we're getting our asses kicked in mid-battle, we don't have tanks. Someone in the campaign map can still move their tank assault team into that area, and then mid-battle, boom, we have tanks.
All of a sudden we have tanks, and all of a sudden, screw you, America! I like that.
So we can be completely boned and have the generals save our asses because we don't have to wait till next battle to
Oh,
get
man.
our new supply.
Okay.
So that's pretty fucking cool. So yeah, so instead of going into the enter combat and the character screen, you can actually click on which battles you want to fight in as well. So like I said, we can see what, oh shit, this is an epic battle. There's a lot of resources here. This has a strategic point, whatever. Let's
Right.
fight there instead and help win. So
Man,
that's campaign
okay.
map for you. So now
That's
we can go ahead
awesome.
and click on the Assault Teams tab. You're
So-
not going to be able to see a whole lot, but I'll be able to explain some stuff to you.
And also, didn't you say that they added mobile platform support to the general portion?
Yeah, yeah, on your iOS, Android, stuff like that, you can get an app, which is Heroes and Generals, and you can play this part of the game. You can't do the FPS part, obviously.
Right.
But you can be your general on
Oh.
that shit. So it's really cool, because, like, on my lunch break at work, I could just whip up my Heroes and Generals and start commanding
Right.
troops around, moving them. I'm like, oh, I can help these guys out. I might be out.
Or
might be
you
able
can
to
just
play.
be playing, like, while I'm at work, and you can be like, bro, I need some tanks here. And I'll be like, bro, I gotcha.
Let me go on, guys. I need to take a 10-minute break. Hold on, guys.
I need to
Just move
send
your-
some tanks.
Entirely possible. I don't know how long this has been, but
That's really cool, though.
I did notice that the other day.
That is
Keep in mind,
really,
this
really cool.
This game, that's what I want to point out. This game is in beta. It's an open beta right now. So there's still a lot of changes and a lot of ads and stuff in the future. So it's not a full-out game yet, but with what's in the game, it's still pretty fucking